Hey folks, it's me Chris, and I wanted to take a few seconds of your time to talk about this awesome new opportunity that we've been presented with for all of our lovely listeners. We can now offer you all a 1-month free trial from audible.com, allowing you full access to a vast library of audiobooks to choose from. As I mentioned earlier, the trial is completely free, and all you have to do is visit audibletrial.com/GHS and follow the instructions to sign up for a free membership today. We hope you guys enjoy Audible just as much as we do, and thanks for your time. But, all right, on that note, I guess we should move on to nerd news. So as always, guys, we have some gaming stuff for you and some fantastic movie news prepared for you guys. Dude, Adam, would you mind if I take this first gaming news piece? Sweet. So this is pretty damn big news, guys. So Amazon.com has announced a new feature that's being added to gamers for Amazon Prime. So basically, Amazon Prime is going to offer a 20% discount off video games while they're in its pre-order state, or within 2 weeks after the game has been released. The discount gets automatically applied at checkout, and it's only valid for games, obviously, that are shipped and sold by Amazon. So, and also it's physical games. It's not like digital or anything like that. So if any of you guys have a game, and by the way, let me just put this to note. This is sadly at the moment, it's only available in the US. There's not really any word of whether or not Amazon's going to, spread out. I personally think this is like a test market to see if it works out, and then they're probably going to spread it out because it's just too good of a deal to not. Like, this is enticing. People will start using Amazon more. Basically, if you have a game, and if you're living in the US and you have a game that's pre-ordered on Amazon, it'll automatically take off the 20% in like a few days. I think it's like within 5 days or something. I think this is fantastic, man. I actually made the switch to Amazon recently because since I started working at home and stuff like that, I really didn't have time to go out and go to GameStop as I used to do when I was in like undergraduate and stuff. And plus, there really isn't any close Game Spots to me anymore, or Game Stops. Sorry, God, I keep confusing the two today. There wasn't a lot of Game Stops near me once I moved out of my parents' house. So I started using Amazon. I have Amazon Prime, and I started using it to get the games because they had release date delivery guaranteed. So you'd always get the game the day it came out, and it worked out great. I would usually get it during my lunch break, or I would get it at the end of the day once I was done with all the shit I wanted to do for the day. So it's worked out great for me. But this is like a really, on a personal level, this is even more enticing. I think for a brand new game, it was, with tax, $50 and something cents total with this 20% discount, as opposed to $64. So you're getting like $14 off every brand new game you buy if you get it through Amazon. Like, it's a no-brainer to like start using this now.
Yeah, I think this is more of a strategy for them just to take out the remaining retail stores and everything else. Because I feel like we're at the point now where people don't even give... I think even Amazon are probably suffering from it as well, because I think digital game downloads straight from PlayStation Store or Xbox, the Xbox Store is kind of hurting them as well.
Yeah.
Because people don't have to even wait for it, because you can preload games. I think that's one of the biggest features of this generation that people I kind of underlook as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people overlook, 'cause I think people want to download it and it's just ready. They can literally click on it as soon as it's, unlocked.
It's awesome.
It's huge. I think that's like the next level of it, almost instant access. It's probably the same for like something like, TV and film not really need it, but I think like the gaming is the biggest step so far, where you can literally unlock it. You've already downloaded it, and that's it. There's no kind of like waiting times or anything else. So I think they are obviously competing against on two fronts right now, Amazon, and they really need this. But I think like the initiative is really there, because obviously you do. I think like probably everyone shops on Amazon and like buys all kinds of crap. I think this is probably the problem is that one payment for the service that you need to make. It's kind of like, I'll make it a later date. And that time you've already ordered something from Amazon, and you kind of give them extra money. But I think it's a great incentive, though. I'm surprised. I think obviously it'll be a trial period. I think they'll use the US for definitely to see if they want to extend it kind of like to other territories.
I mean, it's like to get. I started really using it, dude. Because I'll give you an example. I pre-ordered Street Fighter Five. Sadly, the beta's over, and I'm kind of bummed out. I took too long to do it, but I pre-ordered Street Fighter Five, and you don't have to pay anything when you pre-order, and you can cancel anytime. And they sent me a fucking beta code, so like they still give you the pre-order bonuses and all that stuff that all the other people are doing, and you don't have to like put $5 down like at a GameSpot. I mean, it's like once oh, I can just pre-order at Amazon. I don't have to put any money, and I can cancel anytime. Like, why go to a retail store? Why, I mean, I guess if you're there, you get a gift card or something. Like, if you happen to be there and you have a gift card, I guess. But now, if I'm at the store, I'm going to just pick up my phone and fucking, order it on Amazon and get that 20% off. Assuming it's within the 2 weeks, because that's a big thing, If you're getting, like, I don't know, something like Fallout 4, obviously, is not discounted because that came out in November. So people like that want to, And I think they said that if there's any discounts that are being added to the game, like if for some reason the game's already being discounted, it'll add to that too. Like the 20% will get added to that. I read that somewhere. So, but I doubt that's going to happen within 2 weeks. Usually discounts, I mean, Fallout hasn't even gotten a fucking discount, so.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
So we'll see. I'll tell everybody how that turns out for me personally. I don't know if I'm going to save a whole lot of money. I mean, that's roughly $10 you save per game purchase. So I guess it's better than nothing, But dude, do you want to take this last gaming piece before we move on to the movie stuff?
Yes, I will do. So, while answering fan questions on the Final Fantasy 15 official forum, lead game designer
Takizawa, yeah.
Takizawa, yeah.
Masashi, I think, yeah.
Takizawa Masashi. Yeah, we'll go with that. I think that sounds right. Explain the difficulty system that'll be in the game. So, Chris already said this is kind of like a little bit convoluted and kind of hard to digest, so I'll try and walk it through as much as I can. But, alright, he said, and I quote, "The equivalent to difficulty level setting in Final Fantasy 15 is a system where you can switch between different battle modes. By having this ability to switch modes, we want to make it so that both players who like the action-oriented technical gameplay and also those who want to fight at a slower, more relaxed pace can all enjoy the combat in their own style. This switching system is a key part of the gameplay that we decided to introduce based on the feedback we received from the episode Dusker demo." End quote. So more details about the ins and outs are supposedly meant to come in the next few months. But from that, it's not really huge in detail what they're kind of saying.
Yeah, it just sounds like you could fight at a slow... It sounds like the difficulty is just going to be default.
It's oriented to kind of play style more than anything else.
Right, yeah.
If you play more action-oriented, I think it'll be a bit more...
faster
paced,
yeah,
faster paced. It might still be difficult, but it'd be like kind of more thinking about if you play slow, you can kind of get more damage. And it's strange. There's no real kind of like definitive answer. It kind of like makes more open-ended questions to be kind of like desired.
Yeah.
From his kind of like what he actually offered.
Man, I wish they would bring back Final Fantasy X's battle system. That was so great. They gave you all the time in the world. It didn't matter. You could be there for like fucking hours, and it didn't matter.
Well, I'm very intrigued in this game, regardless, because it's been 10 years now since this game was announced and kind of like formally in creation and everything else. And since then, we've had 3 games featuring Lightning. We've also had MMORPGs and just like the whole 9 yards of everything that can happen. But I didn't play episode Dusker because I didn't really want to get sucked in the incentive that I had to buy Type 0, which was really annoying.
Yeah.
But from what I saw in the videos, it was very, very interesting. The kind of the art style is as Final Fantasy and beautiful as it can probably get.
Right.
But it did look really good. That the combat style I was really impressed with. Even the summons as well, the massive monsters that you can bring forth in battle were really, really fucking cool. Like epic scale battles that you almost have with people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I don't really think he gave a huge response to it. Though. I'm kind of like confused about everything there.
Yeah. No, sorry. What were you gonna say?
No, I'm just like it's just a strange one.
Yeah, it's I think it's one of those things you have to see it to understand it. I don't think it's going to be one of those things that like describe the way that he described it was just I don't know. I guess I'm more of a visual person, period. So like reading this, I kind of need to see it. Like I'm sure you know what. Like I know they say like in March or something they're gonna have like a big event where they're gonna announce the release date for Final Fantasy 15. They're probably gonna have like a video, like basically like their own version of Nintendo Direct that's gonna like explain how everything works. And once you see it visually, it'll be see more even in this article like you mentioned it said more details about the ins and out of how it all works will be explained in the coming months. Like whenever they make the release day announcement, they'll totally be like, by the way, here's this or whatever the hell it is. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that is. But all right, but yeah, that'll wrap up gaming news, guys, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the movie section of stuff. Dude, Adnan, actually, would you mind taking this first piece?
Yes. Yep. Sorry. Loading. Right. The picture hasn't loaded. Right. There we go. So Deadpool has officially been rated. Right.
Yeah.
So, well, anyone who has seen the trailers and promos probably wouldn't be surprised. Fans of Deadpool should be pleased with today's update. 20th Century Fox's take on Marvel's Merc with a Mouth has officially been rated R by the MPAA for, in their own words, quote, strong violence and language throughout, sexual content and graphic nudity, end quote. Don't you find it funny when these guys rate it?
Yeah.
So I was reading them on the ESRB and it's just like graphical, like, sexual violence and all this kind of stuff. It's like, okay.
I want to see one of the things be like half a nipple is shown, only half of a nipple, rated R. Like, something stupid like that.
Yeah, definitely. But back onto the story. I've lost a page. What the hell's going on? Right, no, sorry. But I mean, that's it. Yeah, sorry. No, that's it, because the rest is just filler text, isn't it? But yeah, so rated R. No surprise. Even Ryan Reynolds confirmed it in his amazing joke, April Fool's video from last year with Mario Lopez that he did. Yeah,
I'm glad though that because they said, oh, we're aiming for an R rating. I'm glad it actually got an R rating because then like it could have been an NR or an NC-17 or something. Because for our listeners outside the U.S., basically the way it works is there's G, which is general audience, PG, which is what G is, except they recommend having a parent there. Then there's PG-13, which is like 13 and up, but they still recommend a parent, but you don't have to have a parent. And then there's a R, which is like, you got to be an adult. You have to be 17 or older. I think to bring a minor to an R-rated movie, you have to be at least 21. And then there's NC-17, and that's like basically like no one under 17 is admitted. So even if you're like a parent, you're like, I fucking want my kid to see this NC-17 movie, they're gonna be like, you can't do it. So nobody ever releases NC-17 movies. It's like a big no-no because that's less ticket prices. You know what I mean? You can't get like anybody, can't get families to go in and shit. So yeah, I'm glad that it had no issues, that it got its rating because. It definitely, I think we all got excited, like you said, when the Mario Lopez thing happened, that it was going to be R-rated, because that's in it's kind of like how people would often get confused with why Batman Begins was so successful with being dark and gritty. People would mistakenly think, oh, it's dark and gritty because that people like dark and gritty. It's like, no, dude, it's dark and gritty because Batman's dark and gritty, and people wanted a Batman movie that felt like a Batman movie. Deadpool has to be R. Like, if you've read a Deadpool comic, that's R. He is fucked up. I mean, there's a lot of really funny fucked up shit that happens. So I'm very happy that the movie, is on such a strong track. It comes out next month, man. I'm so excited for it. I mean, I really. I was telling Rebecca, my wife, I was telling her, can we please go Valentine's Day and see Deadpool? Like, I'm like, come on, it's going to be so funny. Like, it's
an amazing Valentine's present that'll be.
So, I'm hoping, but I'm excited.
I hope it, it is very much like almost everything we wanted from a Deadpool movie since that atrocious adaptation in Wolverine's Origins.
Yeah, that was terrible.
It's just being really well marketed at the minute, and it's just kind of really being thought out just what they're doing, and I think I'm very excited from all the trailers and the test footage and everything they've shown so far. The
Yeah.
fact that we're going to see this movie, I think it's going to try and almost stay true to its material, which works for what it is. But yeah, I'm not surprised. I was thought they would get the R-rated thing. It's very surprising, obviously, for a Marvel kind of movie, but then again, when we watch Jessica Jones and we watch other shows, the kind of the mood is shifting
Yeah.
almost
Which is
from
smart. I think it's a
yeah,
smart
of
move.
course
Yeah.
it is. It's keeping it relevant because otherwise it's just going to be oversaturated.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So yeah, good stuff. Hopefully, yeah, maybe if possible, that'd be a great spoiler cast to do if we both get to see it. So we'll see because that'd be a lot of fun. I'd be curious to see how they handle it. I think we were discussing off podcast. Wasn't the last R-rated superhero movie Blade? I'm pretty sure it was Blade 3.
well, let's not talk about Blade. Blade is a very special film in my heart, and everything. I think yeah, it would have been. It was. I think maybe Blade. Yeah, Blade. It would be Blade 3 because it was still
Yeah.
kind of like all the gore and the violence and the sex
Not-
and stuff and everything else they're doing.
Not to be confused with the
Wesley-
sticky fingers led Blade series.
No, not the TV show. One day I'll watch that. I need to watch that because it's really funny.
Sticky
No,
fingers.
anything with Wesley Snipes got to an R rated because he's just going to kick everything's ass. Like, it's just as simple as that.
His
They should have a W rating,
his
rated
con-
W for Wesley.
yeah, like his that like fucking that stare he can do where it's like, oh fuck, like that stare is what gets the movie R rated. Like it's that intimidating. Like the kids, no one under 17 can see this.
Yeah.
But all right, cool. We'll go ahead and move on to our last piece of movie news. So this is very interesting. It's kind of like a two-part movie news thing. But so there is a report that the new Han Solo, in other words, the Han Solo that's going to be in the young Han Solo film, may debut in this year's Rogue One film that's coming out. So basically, Lucasfilm last year announced that Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who directed the Lego Movie, are gearing up and they're getting ready to direct the yet-to-be-titled Star Wars anthology film that is about Han Solo. And there's been rumors since the film has been announced on who might become the new Han Solo. And there's actually a short list that's been released. That apparently there's 12 actors that are on the short list, and 8 of them have been revealed. So the 8. Oh, and then also the report further suggests that the casting is happening right now because Han Solo could potentially appear in Rogue One. So in other words, like it's almost like they want Rogue One to be like, hey, look, it's young Han Solo. Oh, you want to know about him again? Well, shit, come back and see the next anthology film that's in 2 years, and you could see where he goes. Which I guess would be smart, though it wouldn't make sense chronologically, really, considering Rogue One is like I think a direct prequel to A New Hope. So I don't know, that doesn't really make sense. But anyway, so the alleged shortlist actors that have been released that could play Han Solo are these are the 8 actors that have been released. It's an actor named Emery Cohen, who was on Brooklyn, Scott Eastwood, who was in The Longest Ride, Ansel Elgort, who was in The Fault in Our Stars, Dave Franco from 21 Jump Street, Blake Jenner from Everybody Wants Some, Logan Lerman from Fury, Jack Rayner from the latest Transformers film, and Miles Teller from Whiplash. Obviously, these actors have done other movies, but the article we're reading from, that's kind of like their highlighted films that they're pointing out. And that's pretty much all the news. It's just those folk. If you guys, obviously we can't show you guys photos on a podcast, but I am looking at the actors, and to be honest, I'm not feeling it. I don't really think these actors. I don't know. When I think of Han Solo, none of them. Then again, I'm very biased. I've already said numerous times I really want Anthony Ingruber to play Han Solo. For those of you who don't know who Anthony Ingruber is, he was he's an actor, and he was kind of put in the spotlight of playing a young Han Solo because he did interpretation on like YouTube or something like that, and people saw that video and they're like, "Oh, holy shit!" Like it's a very old video, and it's been a while since then. What's remarkable is he looks so much like Harrison Ford. It's really creepy how much he looks like him, and he's also a great actor because he actually was in a movie called Age of Adeline, and in that film he plays the young version of a character that Harrison Ford plays. So he played the young version of Harrison Ford's character, and he did like this voice, and he's just perfect for it. I mean, I really think he sounds like him. He's a good actor. He looks like him. You know, it's really a no-brainer to put him in the role. He really would be the best choice for it. But but as the article says, there's 12 names and only 8 of them have been released. So for all we know, he might be one of the 12, which I hope he is. I don't know, dude. What's your take on what do you think of all this Han Solo casting nonsense?
It's very strange with Han Solo and everything else. Obviously, seen The Force Awakens and how that film panned out and the entire series and everything else with all those characters. It's very interesting that they're taking Han Solo into the kind of the anthology? I keep forgetting what they call it. The anthology kind of universe.
Yeah.
I can't really comment as much as you did because I feel like you're more of the Star Wars expert in this than me. Because my thing would be like bringing Chris Pratt.
Everyone says that, I've heard.
As the real, he is the new, new Indiana Jones. He will be Bobby De Niro to Steven Spielberg Jr.
Bobby.
I don't know. The names don't really kind of like leap off the page, but again at the same time, it was really to kind of play a young Harrison Ford. Like a young Harrison Ford, like play a young Han Solo as the same kind of level of Harrison Ford, because Harrison Ford was had established a name almost in his other films and kind of was almost the kind of Indiana Jones, Han Solo, blah blah blah. Still interesting choices of the ones that they have picked, especially Dave Franco.
Yeah, that's an odd choice, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of maybe that's leaning too much towards the comedy side of anything, but I mean, even their mug shots at the bottom, you can have a look at them as well. Like the article, they don't really look. You can't really imagine them being being in Harrison's shoes of playing Han Solo, but then again, you can't really imagine Tom Selleck being Indiana Jones, but it almost had happened.
Yeah.
I can't really comment too much. I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head I really want to play Han.
Yeah. I'm super biased. It's always been Anthony Ingruber. I mean, ever since I saw that guy, and what's great is he's campaigning for it, and people are like, "Look, Disney, at least let the man fucking audition for it." I mean, even if you don't you don't have to just give it to him. I get it. It's a big fucking, it's a big fucking role, so you can't just give it to someone. Everybody has to audition for that. But man, at least let the guy do it. That's I think the bummer that people are like, fuck. But who knows? Maybe he has. Maybe he blew it. I don't know. Maybe he didn't. Maybe people were like, God, he's amazing, and we just have to do these formalities. So, yeah, we'll see. Right now, my gears are kind of I'm still in the afterglow of Force Awakens. I really did like that movie, and it only came out not too long ago. It hasn't even been a month technically, I'm kind of still in the afterglow of that. I can't even think about Han Solo right now. A younger version of the character. I'm just looking forward to Rogue One, and we'll see how that does. And after that, we'll start thinking. But I don't think he should be in Rogue One. That doesn't make sense. They keep saying Rogue One is how they get the Death Star plans, and that allegedly the film will end with Leia fucking getting the fuck out of there, because then that's how A New Hope opens. Why would Han Solo look like a different dude? He's at the cantina at that point, macking it and trying to get money.
See, that's what they should have. They should have the movie based on the Cantina Band. Then we can easily get
a band biography movie. We'll play that one song, guys, and we'll become huge.
Song.
I would legitimately, I'm serious, I would watch that. I would watch, Disney it's so easy to entertain me with Star Wars. You could do that movie, I would so fucking watch that in theaters.
Live at Glastonbury Festival, the Cantina Band headlining next to Guns N' Roses.
I want a Jabba the Hutt movie where it shows his early roots of being a gangster, on the streets of Tatooine, and how he built up. It'd be like a like a fucking Godfather movie, but
don't
Java.
confuse it too much like NWA in We Try Slay.
So I would legitimately love to see those, but I think Disney might take might not go that route. They might take the easier. I mean, they had to win back. They've gotten $1 billion already. They got to get or 1.5 billion. They got to get 2.5 billion left to pay off that.